Silverboom appear to be giving over the Scarf, so I expect Scarf will be picked up by Eanix. No reason for them not to. Idris off the fold. Eanix don't play Idris that much. They prefer their mages, and maybe the patch has changed that for Eanix. They've gone for the Black Feather. We haven't seen a lot of Black Feather from Eanix, so this is a really good flexible composition. They could put Black Feather lane, jungle, crystal weapon, and similarly with Batiste can go captain or can go jungle. So there's Silverboom just need to get a comfortable composition. They can't go Celestial Crawl, they banned it away. They're going to get the Kestrel, that's a skill shot hero. Very likely to be, we tend to see weapon, but I think Crystal Kestrel is going to have more of an emergence due to the slight changes to how stealth heroes work. Now you can walk into a bush where someone else is, provided they don't have vision freely, but it's going to be a weapon Kestrel. How would you counter this Kestrel, Samuel? Maybe an assassin, but then again, then you're going triple melee against Kestrel, which isn't the best idea.
Well, it's not exactly triple melee because honestly, what Batiste tries to achieve in team fight is not really just going up front and hit you. They just want to land that bad mojos and of course that Ordain as well. But they are going to finish a team comp up with that Catherine that was led through. And we kind of did forget about when draft was going on. And Catherine, a very good pickup for the side of Eanix. And it boggles my mind as to why the side of Silverboom not prioritizing that Catherine and instead going for that Lara, since Catherine does quite well against a Lara. And on top of that, Catherine is a very good counter, reliable check into that of Castro and Samuel as well.
I'm very surprised Catherine was let through, and we kind of forgot about that. But yeah, Catherine's a great pick against someone like against Kestrel. So I think it's really smart for them to pick Catherine and push that Batiste into Crystal, because that's probably the best decision for them. Because with the weapon Black Feather, they're going to be all right against this Kestrel, and now that means they can also the Crystal Batiste will be able to try and outpoke Samuel. It'll be quite hard, but if Batiste gets his Ordained onto Samuel, then Batiste is going to do really well, and Samuel's going to be really stuck.
Yeah, but I must say though, I'm really liking the draft coming up from Eanix. It just seems so much more balanced. Whereas the side of Silverboom, a lot of squishies that, you know, the side of Eanix can just take full advantage of, especially if the weapon Black Feather, if, you know, they are not running double crystal, which is very unlikely, and there will be a weapon Black Feather. He can just dive onto the back lines and just tank up a lot of damage as well, going up against this Castro. Whereas, you know, the side of Silverboom, they really need to poke from afar and before even committing into a team fight. And so far, just Eanix's draft just so much better as compared to that of Silverboom.
Yeah, I think Eanix, that last pick, Catherine, was something that we weren't expecting, because you don't expect Catherine to get that far in the draft. But it was a fantastic decision to decide to push that Batiste into Crystal and then make it a weapon Black Feather. Obviously, weapon Black Feather will have a little bit of trouble farming, but nowhere near as trouble as the Glaive did. The main reason I didn't want the triple melee comp was because last time when seeing a Black Feather in lane who can use his on point to secure CS, whereas Glaive just had nothing like that. If he afterburns to secure CS, that's a terrible decision, and it puts him out of position, and he hasn't got an afterburn. Whereas Black Feather on point to CS makes a lot more sense. So I think it's a smart draft from Eanix, as you said, and they're going to have to execute it well. But Silverboom have got poke comp, so if poke is landed by Silverboom, they have a chance to win this game.
Yep, very good point there, and thank you for that awesome, or rather insightful analysis, Minimizer. Casting and of course talking about this game alongside me, Lakshura, I have Asurai.
Honored to join you right now, listener, as we're going to be starting off our first game in this second best of 5 series between, again guys, Silverboom and Brenchum. Actually, the other thing that I kind of noticed from Silverboom's composition is I feel like they don't really have a much more secure way of landing their crowd controls compared to Eanix's, wherein they have again the Merciless Pursuit from the Catherine, and I feel like the Ordained is an easier skill to land than the Oblivion from the Samuel.
Definitely. I mean, for the Ordained wise, you really just...
but I'll hold you to it first because Pain Sani is taking a lot of, obviously, pain, but there you see Silverboom was able to respond in time, and they get themselves that first blood.
First blood. and for the side of Silverboom. And one more thing that we must note, Lei Kang is finally joining his team and playing for the playoffs. So the side of Silverboom really have got equal chances to even win this match. If not, then take this for a 3-0 because Lei Kang is playing. And Lei Kang, as we saw, for every match that he does go on, very high chance of winning, like I said before draft. But Asarai, just a very quick question.
Who did not see that happen, but it is the invade of Angry Die and Rubber Monkey to actually get the kill on the Samuel. They know that the Samuel is going to be stronger once he hits that level 2 against the Batiste, so they just want to stop that from happening. And now they're trying to get the Treant, but what cost? They might lose their lives. Rubber Monkey trying to run away, as well as Angry Die here on the sides. They're not going to be able to chase down to the Catherine just because, again, she got them boots and she got them Merciless Pursuit out.
But maybe not even enough. Rubber Monkey taking them very low.
Sidesteps? It's not gonna be enough. No chance.
You can't quite sidestep a basic attack at the end of it all, but Angry died looking for so bad, very bad. Or is it the other way around?
And wow, what a start here for Silverboom. Already 3 kills before that 3. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing Rubber Monkey as he tries to get back into the lane, or rather into his jungle, maybe to give a little bit of support here for I Angry You Die.
Yep.
He is on a crystal power Batiste, and yes, there you're back. Okay.
Oh no, because I thought you
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, but anyway, so coming into this game, Silverboom just seems so much more confident with Lei Kang on that lane rather than, usually and traditionally for a lot of matches so far, we've been seeing so bad, very bad, and not very confident. Ooh.
He was too overextended in the range of that turret.
Rather exciting first match so far between that of Eanix and of course Silverboom, with already 6 kills exchanged across the board 3 minutes in. So, coming to this match, Eanix is really is in for a very good fight up against Silverboom, and we thought that Silverboom is really, really weak as compared to the other Vainglory 8 teams, but with Lei Kang as the dedicated laner playing in this game, they seem like they want to change the minds of all the viewers out there.
Yeah, viewers and any spectators alike as well. Maybe even, of course, having a mark in our tournament because, well, if I'm not mistaken, they're at the lowest tier right now of the scoring, but gonna go too heavily into that one as right now Silverboom are doing a heap of an entrance here against Eanix. There's gonna be a 3v3 fight in the lane, and there you go, they blow up the Samuel. Eanix not gonna back down just yet. Lei Kang though is laying down the hurt as he forces out I Angry You Die from engaging once more. Trophies is right here on the sidelines, diving in with that Black Feather. Rubber Monkey activates a Storm Guard, so he'll be safe for a little bit, but has to back away as his HP isn't on that safe zone any longer.
Yep, there is one thing we must note though. For the side of Silverboom, they have got that very early sustain coming up from Lyra with that Imperial Sigil. But the side of Eanix not really have got the sustain. So a lot of team fights might go in favor of the side of Eanix, but not so in the late game. I'm expecting now if Gauntlet, if not then Echo, if not then both items picked up for Catherine, since both items saw some changes when patch 2.7 drops, just indirectly buffing Catherine and making her a pure monster in the late game.
So we're gonna be seeing here a weapon power Kestrel.
We are indeed going to be seeing a weapon power Kestrel, and honestly Lei Kang has just been so good. Ooh, Rubber Monkey goes in for a Merciless Pursuit.
But are they gonna really pursue into this one as Lei Kang is just putting out the glimmer shots, putting a good chunk of damage against Eanix here. So what's actually the strength again, like on a weapon power Kestrel compared to the crystal power?
Firstly, it's that once you build enough weapon power, you can just go invisible whenever you want, even when you're taking damage. Whereas a crystal Kestrel, once you take damage when your invis or active camo is used, you just get refilled and you cannot go into your active camo state again until after you stop taking damage for 3 seconds or so. So that is one thing that's going for Lei Kang at this point in time. But of course, the invisibility timing on the weapon Castro is not as long as that of Crystal Castro. So that's one thing that you must keep in mind as well. But of course, the damage. Castro, generally you want to have one basic attack, one glimmer shot, basic attack, glimmer shot. That is generally your combo to go to. In team fights at least, and or rather Crystal Castro cannot quite have that combo because your basic attack do not have that ability or that damage output.
Yeah, but now you're gonna see Trophies actually go in, chasing through the active camo, and this is situation with the Black Feather actually winning out the duel. Lei Kang has to be very careful, activates the Rose Offensive. Where is the members of Eanix? Here we go, I Angry Yodai coming in, does have the Fearsome Shade, will actually not use it just yet, as Rubber Monkey is dealing a whole chunk of CC and being the front line here for the meantime, activating his, again, Storm Guard to absorb the damage. Trophies right here again to the sides, and Eanix is having a little bit of a bad time here to chase down onto Silver Boom as their not so poke composition is not dealing as much damage from afar. My goodness, Rubber Monkey very low on the H marker right there, has to back off while his members are going to be trying to defend this lane, as it looks like Silver Boom will be going for a siege.
Yep, I mean, they have got very good siege potential, but I Angry Yodai with that Fearsome Shade.
Oh, there's a 3-man Fearsome Shade coming in from I Angry Yodai. He starts it off strong, and he is just trucking down onto Silver Boom. Will he get so bad, very bad? Yes, he does indeed. And Pain Sandy is going to be the last remnant of Silver Boom before the ace. Are they get a tower dive, or rather turret dive? That is the case. Gonna be a no for that one. But with that in mind, Eanix have free reign over the jungle.
What a turnaround for that team fight. Just Angry Yodai needed to land that Fearsome Shade, and when he did, or rather, he finally did land the 3-man Fearsome Shade into an Ordain, stunning out the team of Silver Boom, and then the Trophies can just go in for the clean up. A threesome Shade, yes, definitely. No. But honestly, that team fight really went very well for the side of Eanix, and if they can just continuously pull off a combination, a combo wombo like they did earlier on, they really can score and win and close out this game very, very swiftly.
Okay. I was wondering if I could have said that. But yeah, that was a huge upset there from Eanix. Still, they weren't able to get the turret, but man, you just see how strong they are in terms of connecting the team fights with their skill sets into or rather one hero to another. Trophies taking quite a bit of poke here, and this is like what Minimiter said is the poke comp from Silver Boom. They're just showing a lot of their strides. There's gonna be usage onto the Blast Tremor. Oblivion will not get the effect that it needs to do, and Lei Kang might actually be in a bad spot right here. He's gonna use the one-shot, one kill, but Rubber Monkey is still alive. Oh my bad mojo! Oh my! Double Rose Offensive coming in from Trophies. He's not able to execute anyone just yet, but look at the HP bars of Silver Boom. They're super low, and if I Angry Yodai can connect a bad mojo, that is gonna be, well, not just bad, but it's gonna be worse here for Silver Boom. Drifting Dark from Silence from so bad, very bad. He's gonna trying to go in and force himself into the fight. Lei Kang has to back off as that A from I Angry Yodai is just too painful.
Too painful indeed, but the fight is still going on.
Oh, the fight will not stop. My goodness, Rubber Monkey is on the verge of destruction, but Trophies trying to give him a little bit of support here. Rubber Monkey, oh, he's trying to run away. Whoa, what is happening? Storm Guards, it's gonna give him support, and he's not gonna go down. Rubber Monkey, he is definitely showing his elasticity in these fights, in this clutch save moments. My goodness.
Definitely, that was so close coming out from Rubber Monkey. And honestly, coming into this team fight, I Angry Yodai, you know, more often than not, they... Ooh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright, it's not gonna stop just yet. Silver Boom, they wanted to go for more, and yes, as you were saying, Alusario.
Yep, a lot of times it's just down to the lack of energy coming out from I Angry Yodai that, you know, they cannot continue with their pursuit, and that is why Silver Boom really has got
And ho ho ho, indeed, Christmas is gonna come early. Kestrel, the very juicy Kestrel right there. Will they be able to capitalize even more and break down this turret? I think we'll have to see, as So Bad Very Bad has something to say about it. Uses the Drifting Dart into the Madison Verdict combination, but it's not gonna matter at all as Truffy is just gonna be on that Black Feather, getting the last hit, and now Eanix with the exit out.
Exit out, but with a fearsome shade as well. Hopefully there's no more team fights, so you can catch a breath.
It's all right as Truffy's is playing a little bit of the fancy footwork. Of course, the Casanova has to know how to dance, so it's just gonna dance away from all of that skill shot coming in from Silver Boom. And it seems, Osuria, that we are still for a pretty long and drawn out team fight. Look at the damage though. Lei King is laying down onto the hurt, but they don't even care. Rose offensive gets it. They're looking for the second. Pain Sandy is just on this Lyra, and she gotta back away. Does have the help from that passage, so she'll be able to escape into the loving arms of her turret. But at the opposite side of the spectrum, oh my goodness, So Bad Very Bad gets caught up with the Ordain, and his HP bar is getting ever so low. Activates another Drifting Dart, going for that fancy footwork, trying to keep himself at least alive with the heals from the Samuel, and maybe even actually able to survive the team fight. There's gonna be the one-shot, one kill from the sides, get the shutdown. Oh, the Crescent actually gets it from downtown. Oblivion will not connect onto Trophies, but this should be clean-up control for Silver Boom. Trophies trying to run away, as well as I Angry You Die. They're very low in HP for the meantime, but still, they will be able to survive with that far away range. But the active camo here onto the side, Lei King spotting out I Angry You Die, but nope, they're not gonna go for it.
It is almost as if the side of Eanix picks up one, picks up two, not enough, gonna go for the third, but they have already respawned, so I'm gonna go for the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and it's just never ending. But really good plays coming out from both teams in that very extended and elongated team fight. Honestly, that was just such a pleasure to watch, especially since they're not calling that team fight out. But Eanix, although they have been very aggressive, not much of goal lead here going over to them, just a couple of hundreds, or rather not even a couple of hundreds. They are sitting close to 1,000 gold, but just not quite hitting that 1,000 mark yet. Silver Boom, or rather Lei King, may be caught out right now by Trophies.
And here we go, another fight will be forced here by Eanix. They are just forcing it right now. They don't even care what happens to this game, as they are just forcing their will onto Silver Boom. There's gonna be the Blast Tremor, Rubber Monkey very low in HP. The Oblivion will not make happen. For the meantime, another fearsome shade to come out from I Angry Die, only connecting onto two. Pain Sandy is doing the best that he can, but he actually goes into the sidelines, giving himself a little bit out to the fishes, and he will be able to be shut down there by Trophy, actually by the Catherine. That's going to be the one kill. Lei King, very low in HP, has to be very careful here, as one mistake could mean life and death. That turret actually didn't take enough damage, so maybe that's just the little bit of the silver lining here for Silver Boom.
Yep. And just before you are gonna stop, So Bad Very Bad, very low.
Oh no, very indeed, and that's gonna be impressive for the side of Eanix. This turret is trying to support as much as possible his own heroes, but what can they do? It seems that that one shot, one kill won't get anybody, as the Storm Guard is just too good. Kraken has awakened as well.
Yep, and I must say, MVP for a lot of fights out there would have to be Rubber Monkey, although Trophies and of course I Angry You Die picking up a lot of kills, but we see a lot and a little too much. I must say, Rubber Monkey just, just at the brink of death, still dancing within the team fight itself, and just body blocking a lot of the skill shots coming out from the side of Team Silver Boom. And I guess that is why, Eanix can really just lay down so much damage onto the backline's carry. It's just because they have this cohesion. They know how to play around all the pokes. And of course, we cannot quite forget that Trophies on this Black Feather can just go into the backlines and just go straight onto that Castro. Although now
Yes.
they might be looking for another team fight. Silverboom just porting back at this point in time. Eanix can just take control at this point in time and just go for the Kraken. And this is what they are going to do. Just going to be awakening that very angry she-beast that you do term.
And again, you know what they say, hell hath no wrath, like a Kraken spawn. And here comes Silverboom, will gonna get the last hit, can they get this, the steal of the century? Nah, it's not gonna happen. Is the man to get the finalizing hit, goes in with the Rose Offensive, but look at the damage from Lei King. He is just putting in all of the hurt. Trophies has to back away with the second Rose Offensive, and I Angry You Die is going to be the main damage dealer for the meantime, but the problem is, there is the numbers advantage here for Silverboom, and they get the double kill. That's gonna be Lei King laying it down for Silverboom.
Laying it down indeed. And honestly, taking this Kraken, they should have just backed off, heal up a little, and not look for another team fight. Granted, they kind of do know that they have got the damage, they have got what it takes to win that team fight. But honestly, if you had pushed with the Kraken, they could have gotten 1 or 2 more turrets as compared to what they are gonna taking, what they will be taking from this Kraken at this point in time. And you know, I'm not surprised if Angry You Die with those buffs to that of Angle.
Oh, Trophies 3v1 situation. Mono E3O as he's trying to go in and give the Kraken a little bit of support, and he backs off the Mamba out for Trophies, but it's not gonna happen. He's a little bit too greedy into this one, and he not survive rather. I thought he will, but well, he won't.
I mean, Trophies at this point in time has got a lot of sustain on him. He has got a poison shift, he has got a Serpent's Mask as well.
And here we go once again. 2v Eanix is just going at it against Silverboom. Numbers advantage again in the hands of the SB squadron. But they, for now, will be able to back away. Rubber Monkey has to be very careful because Lei King is on that very scary Kestrel. Look at the damage that he's dealing out. Double Tyrant's Monocle as well.
Yep, double Tyrant's Monocle, and of course, one Sorrow Blade. I'm not surprised if Lei can just do settle for that Matic build and finalizing that last item with that of Bonesaw. So, what is happening now is that the side of Eanix really has got the sustain coming up for them, but then for the side of Silverboom, they just have got a ton of burst. So it is just down to how and if Silverboom, or rather Eanix, can put out or just out sustain the side of Silverboom when there's a team fight. And that is why we do see very long and extended team fights coming out from both teams, because of the amount of sustain that, you know, Eanix has got, and of course the amount of burst that they could out sustain for. We do see Bonesaw being picked up by Lei King, and an infusion on Sobat, very bad.
Insandy. Insandy though, he's out of position. He can actually use the get away, but that bad, very bad. In a 2v3, it's gonna be Eanix to go for the chase, and here we go. The fight will break out. There's the Fearsome Shade as well. Shut down on Lei King. This is looking pretty good for Eanix, and they will get themselves a pretty decisive ace, not even losing any of their members. What a fight from Eanix.
And that is the thing that I'm trying to say. If the side of Silverboom really has, you know, they need to be in the backlines. They need to poke before they get committed for any team fights. Because if Eanix do jump on you, you are and will be dead for sure. I mean, no matter how good, very good you play, at the end of it all, you just cannot out-sustain the damage coming out from the side of Eanix. And you really need to poke the side of Eanix though. Looking like very bad positioning.
And here, once again, the fight will be forced right now for Silverboom as they're trying to capitalize. Rubber Monkey is the recipient of the damage. There is the passage as well. And I think I Angry You Die will leave Trophies for Silverboom. But Trophies, oh, he's gonna go for it. If he gets this, this is just gonna be the most devastating ever for Silverboom. Will he actually get it? I don't think he will. But he is actually going 1v1 against the Samuel and still surviving. What is happening? Trophy, what are you? He's still at it, going 2v1. He's gonna be able to get a little bit of damage, but at least the heals will be good enough for Silverboom at that time.
Yeah, but you know, at that particular health, if the fountain wasn't there for Sobat, very bad. I mean, the base wasn't there for Sobat, very bad. Trophies would have probably healed it all back up just based on the amount of sustain that he has with that poison shift, Serpent's Mask, and of course the burst that, you know, Tension Bow provides. So honestly, I think Trophies kind of thought that he had got that, but then we cannot quite forget that the fountain, or the base of the side of Silverboom is still there. Silverboom with that pickup do go for that crack and unleashing Helga onto that fold. So at this point in time, it looks like a rather even game all in all. Gold lead is in favor of Silverboom, not of Eanix. But what do you think the side of Eanix could do or should do going into this next team fight that might be happening?
I mean, they've already done quite a good job already of catching out Lake King. Silverboom the best at most of the times in this fight, so they can just do what they've been doing, and again catching off onto the Kestrel. They're trying to bait out Lake King, as Lake King is pretty damn aggressive in this fight, and maybe that is where Eanix will be able to capitalize. Rubber Monkey is very low, he's gonna back away, but I think Silverboom will be able to finish him off. I could be wrong here, right, though, as Trophies is coming in from the sidelines. He's going in. Oh, the damage! They get a double kill, and So Bad, Very Bad should go down, and here we go. They're just going to ignore Helga. The lady will get ignored.
The lady, not very gentleman, coming up from Trophies, or rather that Casanova and the dead man, I guess. I agree with that. But honestly, if you think about it, they don't really have to quite, give that lady any attention at all. They can just finish this game. And the first game between Silverboom and Eanix do go over to Eanix with very good plays and very even plays throughout. Eanix really, or rather, Lei Kang really proving like a force to be reckoned with. As long as he's in his team, Silverboom still do stand a chance.
Yeah, but wow, that was just a pretty, I would say, not a one-sided match. Silverboom really had some shiny moments there, with Lei Kang just again being on his damage roll, and is pretty effective on that. I mean, Silverboom are a different team from when Lei Kang doesn't play for them, and I feel like this might actually push into give or take game 4, even a possible game 5.
Yep, but